We are so spoiled with micro brands. There are so many great ones around, and they keep producing watches that are well made, attractive, and most of all, affordable. I think about this a bit, and a few of the watch blogs have written about it recently. We have a class of accessible watches that most of us could afford almost as an impulse buy. They still manage to include automatic movements or hybrids such as Mecha Quartz. And then we have the slightly more upmarket middle class that would require planning or saving for a few months. And of course we have the upper class that would require serious compromise to afford. It's becoming harder and harder to aspire to the upper class when you have things like, life to worry about. And not to mention what seems to be an impending recession that would make us all think twice about what we spend money on. So from that point of view, it's with some pleasure I bring you another RZE model today, the Valour Chronograph, which is very affordable at $369 US. True, that's typically a price range where a lot of Mecha Quartz movement watches tend to slot into, but as per usual, RZE brings us another titanium model that oozes personality through its angular designs and fun color choices. If you want to spend money on things that don't matter, but also won't mean that you'll have to explain to the kids why the whole family is now long-term camping up the hills, then stick with me and let's check out the RZE Valour Chronograph. If you're new to Mecha Quartz as a movement, it basically means that this is a battery-driven watch that also has a mechanical module that drives the chronograph timing hands. This means you get a ticking hand at the 6th position, but the large chronograph hand sweeps like a mechanical movement. It's another ingenious Seiko invention that divides watch fans, but we can all agree on that affordable movements means more fun watches for all budgets. Before I continue, let me quickly touch on my channel sponsor, WatchCrunch. If you're like me and always looking for better alternatives to interact with other watch fans, I'm very comfortable in recommending WatchCrunch. You'll find me there amongst other YouTubers, microbrand owners, podcasters, and importantly, watch fans. You'll see watches at all price points, no snobs here, and even people chatting about straps. Yep, these are my people. The overall vibe is welcoming and the user interface is modern, attractive, and importantly, no annoying algorithms or ads. But don't take my word for it. Head on over and check it out, which is what I did when they offered to sponsor my channel. Make your own mind up, and when you're ready, follow me on WatchCrunch. Okay, so a word on sizes first. It's an unusual shape, so don't get too hung up on any of these measurements on paper, since it will wear differently. Not including the crown and pushes, we're looking at 39mm, but more like 42 with them included. Lug width is 20mm and lug to lug is 48.6, but the extreme angle of the lugs tells a different story on wrist. Thickness is 12.4mm. This model comes in 3 colors, being white, yellow, and this azure blue version. It's a pretty nice summer watch, I think. It is a tad reflective and not your usual matte version that we typically get from RZE, but it's a nice detail amongst all the black here. It's almost a little like car paint close up. As with all these movements, you'll have a 24-hour dial at the 3 position, ticking seconds at just above the 6, and a minute counter on your left. What's a little different here on this chronograph, the Mecha Quartz chronograph that is that the minute counter moves in tiny increments, not ticking over per minute. But we do get a nice flyback reset. Surrounding the dial on the Rehort is a tachymeter scale to further drive home the message that this is supposed to be a sporty little chrono. We get a printed logo and specifying 200 meters water resistance, and really this is all quite an attractive dial, with the exception of the date complication here, which is a major eyesore to me, but that is a matter of taste, and I hope you disagree with me. Covering all this is a sapphire crystal with inner AR coating. The case is highly individual, with all the usual RZA angles that I always appreciate so much. Particularly the side profile looks like something Robocop would wear to me, and I love that about their design language. The drilled lugs mean strap changes is easy, and unlike a standard titanium case, this one is far less likely to look like a scratched up mess due to RZA's Ultra Hex coating, which adds up to 1200 Vickers of hardness. The sign crown is a perfect size and easy to grip. You'll have no issues with that at all, but the pushes for the chronograph I'm not a huge fan of. It's a long, spongy journey until you hit the click to engage or disengage, and it's not how I prefer my chronographs to feel personally. But it's a small detail, and if you've never felt something like the Hanhart 417 ES for instance, then you'll never know any better, and that is totally fine. Flipping the watch over, there's a simple plain titanium screw-in case back and some more information about the movement, etc. But nothing really to see here, so let's instead look at the quick release strap supplied. This is a premium FKM strap with grooves to channel up water and sweat, and it's a comfortable wear with a sturdy and signed buckle. It's not too exciting overall, but due to having both drilled lugs on the case and quick release spring bars on the strap, it's so easy to change it up to create your own look if you want to. The loom is nothing to get too excited about, but priorities are right here with the hands being the strongest element. So once again, RZA have released a watch that's answering the critics that feel that they were drifting away from their roots and creeping up in price. This is a nicely made watch with a movement that is reasonably low in maintenance. Unlike your automatic watches, this one will be shown the right time immediately and be ready for action with no setting. Sure, a battery change is inevitable, but you win some and you lose some. As with all RZA watches, this is delivered at no extra cost worldwide and comes with a 2-year warranty, so I think $369 is a reasonable amount of money for what's on offer here. What else should you consider in this price range? Well, perhaps an Asumi or even Furlan Mari is worth considering, but they will give you wildly different types of watches. Not to focus on adventure and outside activities that you are sold with your RZA watch. There are of course approximately 1 million Seikos also to choose from, but supporting a small microbrand and wearing something that few others would know or recognize, that is always extra fun. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.